Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am sharing the final part to my Windenburg townhouse series, which is this mini series that I am doing. There's only 4 parts and this is the last one, so if you guys have not seen the previous episodes, I definitely recommend that you guys check them out. I will have them linked in the description so you guys can find them really easily. And yeah, the first part I built the entire shell of these townhouses. I did one of the floor plans, and that's the one that you can see to the right on screen right now, but that one is going to be completely empty, so you can just move your Sims into that townhouse either in my save file, or if you want to download it from the gallery, you guys can download it and play in it and be neighbors to these Sims that I have living here. And the Sims that I have living in these houses are members of the party house household and the bro household, and I actually split the party house up into the 2 girls and the 2 guys. And I mentioned in the previous episodes the reason I split them up like that because I was kind of thinking like Friends, how Monica and Rachel live across the hall from Chandler and Joey. That's just kind of the idea that I have. They don't necessarily have the same personalities or exactly the same relationships, but that's one of my favorite shows ever, and I was just kind of inspired by it, so I thought that'd be fun. And then in this apartment, this is where the bros are going to live, and the reason for me merging these households is because, well, I basically needed both of their lots for other things. I already took the bros lot, and I'm going to take the party house's lot, so I figured why not merge them together? They are very similar, so I think they go really nicely together. They have a lot in common, especially I forget exactly who has the DJ mixing skill. It might be Paulo, but Joaquin does as well, and he's part of the bro household. And then Sergio is athletic, and the other 2 guys are really athletic. So I feel like they're gonna have a lot in common, and with the girls too. I forget exactly if the girls have any DJing or athletic skills. I think Jade is pretty athletic, or at least she's like a fit looking Sim. So I feel like she does a lot of sports. She's not necessarily athletic, but yeah, Eve is materialistic, and so I feel like she's going to get along really well with Joaquin and Sergio because they both want to be fabulously wealthy, and so they're probably going to have a lot in common. But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with the Get Together Townies, Get Together came with a lot of like young adults. For some reason, Marcus isn't a young adult, and I mentioned that in the previous episode. I really want him to be a young adult and not an adult. I just don't feel like it works for the vision I have of him, and honestly this entire time I thought he was a young adult, so I don't know. So I might age him down. I haven't exactly made up my mind, but either way, as you can see, I'm working out the floor plan. This was actually the first apartment that I did the entire floor plan of, but the last one I decorated. It's kind of weird how that works out, but either way, Joaquin is a young adult. Both of these guys are, and he has the aspiration, like I said, to be fabulously wealthy. He is a goofball, outgoing, and a music lover, and honestly, he's one of my favorite Sims in the entire game. I think he is so cute, and I love his traits, and I just like him a lot. So I was really excited to build something for him and decorate a bedroom for him and all that kind of stuff. I really tried to show both of their personalities in this build, so hopefully that comes across this way. I just wanted to do something that was more fun and funky, but not too over the top, with a little bit of industrial elements. that was my vision for it anyway, so hopefully it came through. But he has level 6 of the DJing skill, so he is really good at DJing, and I actually gave him a little setup in his room. It's not a fancy one, it's just that, like, I think it's the cheapest one, but I thought that'd be kind of nice for him to have in his room so he could practice. And he's level 5 of the dancing skill, and he's an entertainer, level 2, and he makes 39 simoleons an hour, and that's pretty good. I think both of these guys actually make really good money, so I wasn't too concerned about going too cheap with the furnishings. I mean, all of these townhouses, are all pulled together, so the thing's like 300,000 simoleons or something like that. I don't know how much each of the individual townhouses cost, but I did try to make some of them look a little bit on the cheaper side. I think Paulo and Marcus's I tried more, and the girls, it looks fancier because I picked a few more objects that look a little bit more glamorous, but they don't necessarily have to be expensive. So I don't know, but with them, they both make a lot of money. My cat is meowing in the hallway. If you guys can hear him in the background, I do apologize. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys know exactly what he looks like. I get so many questions asking what kind of cat he is. Carter, what are you doing? I get so many questions asking what kind of cat he is, and I have no idea. He was actually a stray that showed up at our front door years ago. And there was a lot of strays in our neighborhood at that time, though, and he was really mangy and really sick, and yeah, now he's completely healthy and begs for food all day long. And anyways, I was talking about, I think I was going to talk about, oh yeah, they both make a lot of money. So I wasn't too worried about holding back on decorations. I don't think it's overly decorated though, but they have a pretty fun place. I mean, it has this whole loft area, and I wanted it to be perfect for entertaining, and so I put a bunch of things up there. But you'll be able to see a few of the like kind of funkier decorations that I use. I think this rug that came with Get Famous is kind of funky. It's not too over the top, but I really like the colors. But this chair that we got with one of the most recent updates, this base game chair, is so cool with the grilled cheese sandwiches on it. And I thought that was a really kind of quirky, funky piece of furniture that maybe Joaquin had picked up, and Sergio was like, yeah, that's cool, let's put it right in the living room. So I thought that was a fun idea. But then Sergio, he's also a young adult, and he's actually a boyfriend of Siobhan Fires. And if you guys have watched my channel for at least maybe a year, or if you've seen some previous speed builds of mine here in Windenburg, you guys will know that I love the Fires family. They are one of my favorite households in the game, if not my favorite household. I think they're so cute, and Moira is adorable. I absolutely love her. And so I like Sergio because of Siobhan, basically, but he hates children, and I don't like that. I don't think that's a very nice trait, but I mean, not everybody's gonna have the perfect traits. So I don't know if him and Siobhan are gonna stay together, or if he's gonna get over his hatred of children. I feel like Siobhan isn't necessarily the best fit for him. I feel like they got together in high school and they've just stuck together, and I don't really know. I have kind of an idea brewing. If you guys have any suggestions on their relationship, definitely let me know. They're still going to be together in my save, but I feel like things are going to be rocky. I think. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking. But yeah, I feel like she would probably want to have a family someday. Let me know if you guys disagree, but I feel like family is very important to her, at least in my opinion. I don't think it's a trait of hers necessarily, but that's how I see her. But anyways, yeah, he wants to be fabulously wealthy as well. He hates children, like I said. He is materialistic and athletic, and he has charisma level 5, and according to the page I'm looking at, he has no other skills, which is pretty disappointing, but of course I will change that for my save. I'll give him skills that I think make sense for him. And he's in the tech guru career, level 2, and he makes 41 simoleons an hour. And so yeah, he's doing really well. I think both of these guys are like, they're on their way to fulfilling their aspirations. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I think probably part of their aspiration will be fulfilled just by living on this lot because it's so expensive. That's not necessarily my intention, but it's just gonna probably happen that way. But oh well, either way, I rambled through the living room. Here I'm working on the kitchen and the dining area. It's very simple. I really like it though. I tried to go with a lot of blacks and browns. That's what I've done in all of these apartments, just because I feel like it matches the windows and doors that I use. And so yeah, that's just something I like to do. It makes the build feel very cohesive to me, but I really like that side table with that shelf above it with the cork board and all the postcards. I thought that was pretty fun and nice and cluttered and decorated. And then here on the counter, I do have a pizza that's going to spoil. I believe these soda cans will probably spoil too, because if you guys did watch my previous parts, I've used a lot of clutter recently that I have found not to spoil. And I actually just finished an apartment today that I found some plates and some bowls that haven't spoiled. I am like so excited because I used my OMSP shelf and I stacked them up and they look like they're sitting on the shelf. It looks so good. I can't wait for you guys to see that apartment. It probably won't be up till after the weekend because I have some other videos planned for the weekend. So yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to that because I'm definitely excited to share it. But I will be sharing some rooms to the gallery like I mentioned, so definitely look out for that. I'm very excited to share those things with you guys. But anyways, here I'm working on the loft area. So I really wanted somewhere for them to have like a place to throw parties. I feel like they're like definite party guys. They throw a lot of them and they want somewhere just to hang out if it's just them, or you know, to entertain their friends. I did want to include a bar, but I didn't really find a great spot or a bar that I thought necessarily fit this apartment that well. So yeah, I don't know. You guys can probably include one if you would like to, because I think they should probably have one. I wish that there was like a smaller bar that wasn't the Globe bar, or do we have other small ones? I mean, we have like the 2 counter one. I could have replaced the island, but yeah, I decided not to, but either way, yeah, up here they have the foosball table. I included a dartboard. There's also a guitar. I figured that was Joaquin's because he does like to play music, so he has that down there probably to show off for his friends when they come over. So I thought that was pretty fun. And then there's also the karaoke machine, and yeah, so they can sing karaoke and just have a good time, I guess. And then here's going to be the bathroom. This is going to be a shared bathroom between both of their bedrooms. I didn't give either of them en suites. I didn't really have the space for it exactly. I mean, I probably could have made room for it, but I wanted their bedrooms to be larger, so a shared bathroom I thought was the best solution. But the first bedroom that I'm going to be decorating is for Joaquin, and I really like the way his bedroom turned out. I think it is really cool. I like how both of these bedrooms aren't just squares. They're not just like a boxy shape. They're kind of interesting shapes. And so it made them a lot more fun to decorate, but I gave him, I think, more funkier furniture. I used this really cool industrial light that we got with City Living, and then I used that artwork above the bed. I'm not sure which pack that came with necessarily. It may have been kids' room stuff. I think it's technically supposed to be kid artwork, but I thought the colors like matched his personality really nicely. And then I also used those amps that I think came with the Moschino stuff pack, if I remember correctly. But I thought that was perfect since he is, you know, a music lover, and I want him to play other instruments too, not just, you know, he's not just a DJ, he also plays the guitar, like that electric one that I had on the lower floor. And I can't remember if I give him another guitar in here. I don't think I do, but I didn't give him his own computer space. They do have a computer on that loft area, so he can use that. I do end up giving Sergio his own computer because he's a tech guru, so I figured if he has to do any work from home, I wanted him to have like a really nice computer of his own that was just in his bedroom. So we'll see that when we get to it. But I used this piece of artwork that we got, I think it was with an update. I forget exactly what the update was called, but it's where we got the freelancer careers. It did not raise up to the right level, and it doesn't snap to a surface, so I couldn't use the OMSP shelf, so it is kind of clipping into the dresser, but I thought that artwork was really cool and suited his personality as well. But then this is going to be Sergio's bedroom, and I wanted his room to be a lot, I mean, not that Joaquin's is messy, but I wanted Sergio's bedroom to feel cleaner. I'm not exactly sure why, because he's not a neat sim. I just see him as being a bit neater, and I think that comes from his materialistic trait. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's what I was thinking. So I tried to pick things that looked cleaner and newer. I don't know if it really does, but that's what I was thinking. And yeah, over here I do place a computer desk. I was trying to make like an L-shaped desk. I probably could have made it work, but I didn't really find any that I thought looked that good, like overlapping each other or butted up next to each other. But I give him this computer and this really nice computer chair, so it's a really like expensive setup. I think this is one of the most expensive computers in game. It's not the most expensive one, but it's pretty high up there. And I give him a few decorations, a calendar, and yeah, a couple of like posters and things, but his room's very tidy. I do put a few things next to his bed though. I think just like, yeah, a little bit of clutter, and I think that looks really nice. And yeah, I like his bedroom. It's very simple. It's not as like funky and quirky as Joaquin's, but I feel like it suits him. And then out here I do place a chess table, and then I also use this park bench by the window that I thought was kind of fun and not maybe like a traditional piece of furniture that you would find, but I just figured it was another thing that maybe Joaquin had picked up and he brought it home, and Sergio's like, yes, I love it, put it somewhere. But here on the front, I just do a little bit of landscaping and an outdoor dining table, but this is it for the build and the last part of this series. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And like I said, if you guys have not seen the previous parts, they will be linked in the description. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.